friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Merry Thriftmas day number 15. 15 days into thrifting every single day until Christmas. So thank you guys for joining me in today's video. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jenna. So today I've actually already been thrifting. I went this morning and I haven't been feeling that great. Like yesterday, today, I woke up still feeling kind of sick. So I just decided to go to a smaller thrift store and do a little light thrifting. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you know our Goodwills look pretty big. There's a lot to go through and it can just be a little exhausting. So I decided to go to a smaller thrift store, and I like supporting smaller stores as well because a lot of them have great charities or missions or places that they're attached to. This one I went to today is connected with a food pantry, so I always like shopping there and giving back. I will say they don't get as much inventory as Goodwill, and so I don't go there as frequently. Like, I don't think I've been there in at least 2 months, but I did find some really awesome stuff today. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you the footage of me shopping as well as the haul, and then I'm gonna come back and answer another question that someone sent in. Time to head into the thrift store, and like I said, I haven't been in here in a while, and I feel like every time I come in they move everything around, so I'm just trying to figure out where everything is. I did see these men's like vintage crazy sweaters, but nothing my style that I wanted to get, so I passed on those. And again, just trying to figure out like where I want to start. I feel like at Goodwill I have kind of a routine, but here I wasn't sure what I wanted to look at, so things that caught my eye, I was kind of looking at those. Then I decided to go to shoes because shoes is always a good idea. A lot of the shoes on these shelves I had seen the last time I was here a couple months ago. Quite a few of them are more outdated styles, so I did pass on most of the shoes over here. A lot of men's shoes, and then there are some handbags, which none were like the quality or style I was really looking for, so I kind of peeked through, but again, didn't really pick anything up over here. Most of the boots were on these shelves, and a lot of times with boots, I'll end up picking them up and feeling if they're leather or higher quality, and then trying to figure out if I like the brand or the style and things like that. So I'm kind of just going through and feeling most of them, and there weren't a lot of people here, so I was really taking my time and looking at everything, and then I kind of went back through and really picked up the ones that I thought I might want to get. That pair had a really weird like wooden heel cutout. A lot of these were, again, more like older styles, tall boots, square toe. This pair I thought was kind of cool, a little Western style. Looks like they're Sam Edelman. So now I'm kind of going back through and just, again, picking up the ones that I want to get or look at a little bit closer. Found another rack with shoes, and there's my basket from the previous area. So those are the ones I had picked up. Now I'm going to look through this last area of shoes and just see if anything else catches my eye. I did see over here a couple pairs of Dansko clogs, and I passed on a pair in a previous video and people were asking why I passed. I personally don't have luck selling them. They don't really fit my customer or my closet, so I usually pass on those. Someone else can pick them up. I spotted these little flats down at the bottom, and I loved the pink color of them. They caught my eye. They were in really good condition, so I did pick those up. And then just a couple more pairs over here. If you can spot, those are Paul Green, which I found recently as well. So adding to my basket, and then moving on to clothing. So the clothing I've noticed at the store can be very hit or miss. A lot of times it is more mature brands. I guess that's typically the clientele that brings their items here. Every once in a while I'll find like maybe a younger style or something a little more current or trendy. But it is a great place if someone's looking for more like Chico's and Liz Claiborne, J. Jill. I saw some Miss Sook, which I know can be popular for some people. It really isn't my style, so I don't pick it up. I've seen Eileen Fisher, J. Jill, just giving you an example of some brands I typically pass on. And then now I've moved over to like sweaters and jackets, which I've been focusing more on. Those have been doing pretty well recently. So again, just kind of looking at style first, and if I like the style, maybe looking a little closer at the brand. So going through these rather quickly, again, not much that is my style. This thing was crazy. It was this huge leather and fur jacket, very 80s. Still going through the outerwear, and I'll continue to pick up a decent amount of jackets if I can find them for the next month or two, but then I will begin to slow down on how many I pick up because they are bulkier to sell, especially when it's out of season. So I will pick up ones that I think are worth it, more valuable, worth it to store, but yeah, I definitely pick up less when it is not like winter or fall. So I don't think I found anything else in the jacket area, so I will catch you guys when I'm back home for my haul. I'm going to start off the haul with shoes. I found mostly boots, but then I grabbed one pair of flats, and they're these really pretty like dusty rose color flats, and they're leather. They're by Born. Born, I've sold some of their boots before and other shoes, and they actually sold pretty quickly, so I try to pick them up if I see a cute style. And this pair is a size 10, I believe. And then I found another pair of Paul Green boots. So if you watched my video a couple days ago, I found a pair of Paul Green black booties that look very similar to this from Goodwill. And people let me know that Paul Green sizes are in UK sizing. So on here it says they're a 6.5. It's actually a UK 6.5. So you add 2.5 sizes to make it a US size 9. So these Paul Green booties are a size 9, and they're in excellent condition. I haven't sold my other ones yet, but they do have a lot of attention, so we'll see how these do. Okay, the next pair of boots are a little bit more of a Western style, and they have the burnished darker toe. They have a block heel. There is a little bit of wear to the heel, like it's a little bit lighter of a wood, but they are in really good condition, and they're by Sam Edelman. Sam Edelman, these are a size 7.5, and then it says the style name on top, which is nice, so this is the Nile. I've been picking up a lot of combat boots recently. I've really noticed those have been a trend and selling pretty quickly. So this pair is leather, and they're by Steve Madden, and I really like how it has this almost like coin button on the side. They lace up. They also have the zipper, and they're in great condition. These are a size 7, and I also thought it was cool how it's got the red and green stitching, just a little bit of a unique detail. And the final pair of shoes are these Keen boots, and I talk a lot about how I don't really like tall boots, but this style looked really nice and sleek. I liked the wedge. I think Keen makes a lot of like outdoors type of shoes, so there's the logo. These might be like water resistant or something, I'm not sure. I'm gonna look up the style, and they have a nice zipper on the inside. They look like they've never been worn. At first I thought these were like little mud spots on the wedge, but it's actually just the material that it's made out of. And these are a size 7. Okay, for the clothing, the first 5 items are from the thrift store, and then the rest is from my personal closet. And I only grabbed one women's clothing item. A lot of it was just not my style, a little bit more mature brands. But I really liked this vintage Christmas sweater, and it is hand knit. It's a size medium, and I know we're coming up close to Christmas, so definitely getting this listed right away, but I just thought it was really pretty and cute and a nice style, so I grabbed it even though I'm not doing a lot of Christmas sweaters. Like, look at those little snowballs, that's cute. And then I was really excited to see these 2 men's button-down shirts. They are by Burberry London. They are both a size large, so this one's like a classic tan and black check print, and then the next one is this really pretty olive and baby blue color combo, again Burberry London, and it's a men's size large. These are in excellent condition. I think they had just put these on the floor, so I was in the right place at the right time. And then the other thing I found, I actually found 2 of, and I got both of them. They're different sizes. So it's this Wrangler men's jacket. I have a small and a medium. I wish one was my brother's size so I could give him one. But it's just this really nice brown jacket with a corduroy collar, and then it has the faux Sherpa fleece lining. This thing is so soft and warm, and they both look like they've never been worn. They're in excellent condition, so I did pick up both of them. And then onto the items from my closet. I'm still going through like my tops and my t-shirts. So the first one is this Nirvana tee. I actually bought this on Poshmark, and it's a little too small for me, so I've never worn it. It looked like they had never worn it either. It's just a size small, 100% cotton tee. This one I actually bought on Poshmark. You'll see I buy a lot of stuff on Poshmark, as well as thrift stores and stuff like that, but this one is Chaser brand. It's a size medium, really fun Woodstock tee, and then it's intentionally distressed all over. It's just this like light baby blue color. I'm kind of pale, so it doesn't look the best on me. And then this next top I actually ordered from a website called Princess Polly, if anyone's ever heard of that online boutique. It's an Australian boutique, so all their stuff's in Australian sizing. So the brand on this one is called Thrills. It's an Australian 10, which is a US 6, and it's just a really oversized cropped graphic tee with this eagle on it. This next shirt I actually made. I'm into like bleaching and distressing tees. I haven't done it in a while, but last time I did, I made myself this Elvis shirt. Fun fact, I was born on Elvis Presley's birthday, so I always love Elvis stuff, but I just don't wear this enough and got to clean out that closet. So this one I think is a medium. Yeah, it's a size medium. And then this final sweatshirt, I actually bought this on Poshmark as well, and I have never worn it. It is Free People. It's actually brand new with tags. It's a size small, and it's just like a slightly cropped high-low oversized sweatshirt thing. I love the sleeves on this. They're just these huge knit crochet sleeves. Has some crochet on the back. Yeah, it's sitting in my closet and it needs to go to someone that's gonna wear it. So gonna list that tonight. So that was today's haul, and again I added in a few items that I'm selling from my personal closet because I'm trying to go through it little by little and out with the old and with the new to me. And I'm actually wearing something that I bought recently on Poshmark. Shout out to my girl Heidi, who is the Noble Hanger on Poshmark. She gets amazing Free People and Anthropology stuff, and I actually saw her wearing this sweater in her Instagram stories, and I told her if she ever found another one to let me know, and she did, and she tagged me and I bought it from her. Thank you so much, Heidi. Love my Free People stuff, so I definitely need to get some stuff out of my closet while I'm bringing this new stuff in. But anyways, I want to go ahead and answer a question or two that you guys sent to me, and I have picked one. So the question today is from my Crazy 8 Life, and she asked, how long do you keep old inventory that doesn't sell, and what do you do with it? So I'm lucky because I do have a lot of storage space for my inventory, so I'm not always in a huge hurry to sell something. Of course, I like when something sells, you know, in a month or less. That's usually like pretty ideal, but there are things that take a lot longer to sell, especially items where you're waiting for the right customer. Sometimes vintage takes a little bit longer. If something might be a weird size or like a weird design, it's like that right person needs to find that item. So I don't mind waiting. So I would say the oldest item in my closet is probably a year old. And at a year, I really start to evaluate my items, and I will decide, okay, is this something that I need to rephotograph and just relist it and create a new fresh listing? I know there's people out there that relist stuff pretty quickly or relist it a lot sooner. Sometimes I look at it after 6 months and relist, but really after a year is when I want to evaluate, okay, what is this doing still sitting here? Is it something I want to leave and wait for the right buyer, or is it something I want to really relist? So for me, I would say about a year is kind of my time frame, and if I decide it's something I no longer want to sell, if it's not worth it to me to relist, if I think it was a bad buy, what I'll usually do is take it to like a buy-sell trade store, so like a Plato's Closet, a Buffalo Exchange. If it's something high-end, maybe take it to a consignment store and try to recoup some of my cost on that inventory. So sometimes I can get back what I paid for it, and then I might do like a trade-in at the store and find something else that I think can sell and make more money, or I'll just take that cash and then go thrifting again. Now, if they decide not to buy the item, at that point, I typically donate. I used to send some stuff to ThredUp, but I felt like I never really got much for it. It wasn't really, I don't know, worth it. If you use their ThredUp like estimator, payout estimator, some brands are worth sending into them, but I feel like now for me, I just either take it to a buy-sell trade store in person, or if they don't take it, then I will go back and just redonate it, and then I will use that as a tax deduction. So just keeping track of anything that you donate throughout the year, and then I will give that information to my accountant. So for me, that's kind of my process. But again, I don't really mind waiting on an item to sell. I'm not in a huge hurry just because I do have the space to store it. But again, just revisiting those items as it gets, I guess, later or sits longer in your inventory. So hopefully that helps answer your question. It's kind of up to you just to determine what the time frame is that you want to sit on an item. And then I'm gonna answer one more question today. It comes from El Dorado's Clothing. So she asked, what fashion blogs or inspo do you look to for resale trends? So for me, instead of specifically thinking like resale trends, I like to think of what's on trend as far as fashion, but also something that relates to like the style or aesthetic of my closet. I do have a more curated closet, so I like to look towards bloggers that have a similar style to me, and then I look and see what they're selling to their audience, or you know, what kind of outfits they're showing, and if I can find anything similar in the thrift store that I think will suit my customers' needs. So I have two girls that I love that I follow on Instagram, and I check their Instagram every day. I watch their stories, and I feel like I know them. It's pretty funny. Probably how I guess people that follow me feel like they know me, just because you are keeping up with these people, and I love their style. So the first is Hunter Primo, and I'll put her name across the screen, but she lives in Nashville and she just has like the best style. I love it. It's very boho, a little Western. She does a lot of graphic tees mixed with other items, but then like sequins and hats. And I don't know, if you look at her Instagram, hopefully you would think that some of that is similar to the style of my Poshmark closet. And then the other girl that I really like is, her name's Lindsay, and her Instagram is the Fashionably Broke Teacher. She's actually a full-time teacher and a blogger, and she also does a lot of like really cute graphic tees and sweaters and more like casual outfits, but then like mixes prints and stuff. So I get a lot of inspiration from both of them, and instead of looking for everything that's super on trend, it's like I want to look for what people are wearing or buying that my customers might wear and buy. So hopefully that makes sense. I try to find people that are my styles. So Hunter and Lindsay are like my two go-to girls, and I'm always looking on the explore page, because usually when you like certain bloggers or pictures or things like that, it recommends other people that you might also like on your explore page. So I look on there to try and find new inspiration as well. But typically Instagram is where I go for my like blogger inspo. I don't follow like a lot of actual blogs. Sometimes I look on Pinterest, but I also feel like a lot of pins can be older. I just feel like Instagram is like it for fashion and bloggers and stuff right now. But that is it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing today's haul. If you did and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel already, and I will see you in tomorrow's video for day number 16. Bye guys.